The Liberty Quarter coin from 1958 is a part of the broader history of the United States quarter coinage system. To understand its significance, we need to explore the history, design, production, and context of this coin, including its geographical and historical relevance. Let's break this down in detail. The quarter dollar, 25 cents, is one of the most commonly used coins in the United States. The design of the quarter has undergone various changes throughout the country's history. The coin was first authorized by the Coinage Act of 1792 and was intended to provide a standard medium of exchange and help create a unified currency system across the states. From 1796, the quarter was issued with a variety of designs, and its appearance continued to evolve. Some notable series include the Draped Bust Quarter, the Seated Liberty Quarter, and the Barber Quarter series. The coin that relates to the 1958 Liberty Quarter is from a particular era of the Washington Quarter series. The Liberty Quarter you're referring to is likely a part of the Washington Quarter series, which was first issued in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The series continues to this day with various designs, but the 1958 coin is particularly part of the Washington Quarter's standard design, which remained consistent for several decades. The obverse, front, of the Washington Quarter features a profile portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States. The design was created by artist John Flanagan in 1932 and was intended to honor Washington's legacy. His image appears facing left, with the inscription Liberty and the year of mintage, such as 1958. The reverse, back, side of the coin features an eagle with its wings spread, holding an olive branch and arrows. The eagle is encircled by the words, United States of America, e pluribus unum, Latin for, out of many, one, and, quarter dollar. In 1958, the Washington Quarter was struck in 90% silver and 10% copper. This was standard for U.S. coins made before 1965, when the U.S. government reduced silver content in circulating coins. In 1958, the United States Mint produced these quarters at several mints, including the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. Coins minted in Philadelphia did not carry a mint mark, while those minted in Denver had a D mint mark, and those produced in San Francisco bore an S. The total mintage of the 1958 quarter across all mints was around 74,118,000 coins. The Philadelphia Mint produced 38,309,000, Denver produced 35,292,000, and San Francisco issued 775,000, mostly in proof sets. The 1958 quarter is not considered particularly rare or valuable in terms of its numismatic worth. Circulated examples of the coin typically have a value close to face value, which is 25 cents. However, uncirculated coins and proof coins can be worth more to collectors, especially those in pristine condition or with specific mint mar. Proof coins produced at the San Francisco Mint, with the S mint mark, are more desirable to collectors. As of recent years, a typical 1958 quarter in good condition might sell for $1 to $2. A well-preserved, uncirculated example could fetch more, potentially around $10 or higher, depending on the exact condition and whether it has been certified by a professional grading service. In terms of geographical and historical context, 1958 was a significant year in the United States, both politically and economically. The Cold War. The United States was in the midst of the Cold War, a geopolitical struggle with the Soviet Union. This led to significant military, technological, and cultural developments. In 1958, the U.S. launched Explorer 1, the first American satellite, marking a milestone in the space race. Post-World War II boom. The U.S. economy was growing rapidly after the end of World War II, with rising consumerism, industrial production, and the development of suburban communities. The American middle class was expanding, and the 1950s were seen as a period of prosperity for many. Civil rights movement. The civil rights movement was beginning to gain traction, with significant events happening throughout the 1950s. The Brown v. Board of Education decision in 1954 had declared racial segregation in public schools unconstitutional, and the Montgomery bus boycott in 1955 to 1956 had been a crucial early step in the movement for racial equality. Geographically, coins like T. 1958 Washington Quarter were circulated across the United States, in both urban and rural areas, reflecting the economic growth and the increasing mobility of the American population during this time. The imagery of George Washington on the coin symbolized the enduring legacy of the nation's first president, who is often associated with the founding principles of liberty, democracy, and unity. The eagle on the reverse represents strength and freedom, while the olive branch symbolizes peace, and the arrows signify readiness for defense if necessary. These symbols were deeply tied to the ideals of the United States during the late 1950s. The 1958 Liberty Quarter is a notable coin from the series of Washington quarters, which has been in production since 1932. It is part of the broader tradition of American coinage and reflects the values and historical circumstances of the United States at the time. While not rare in the traditional sense, its connection to the 1950s, an era marked by prosperity, the Cold War, and civil rights struggles, gives it historical significance beyond its silver content. For collectors, the value of a 1958 quarter is influenced by its mint condition and rarity factors, such as the mint mark and whether it was a proof coin.